Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing another game of Total War Warhammer. I am the strategy professor, and it looks like we might be playing some more Bretonnia here. This guy's down with that. Hopefully he bites. This is a terror of a matchup for Vampire Counts. This is so hard to win. It really and truly is. I just started playing Bretonnia on patch 1.3 today. They're monsters. They are so good against a lot of popular picks. They're really good against Vampire Counts, which are super popular right now. They're very good against Chaos. They're very good against Greenskins. Greenskins and Vampires are two of the best factions right now, so they're a really good counter. And I think a lot of people haven't played against Bretonnia that much. Bretonnia is probably the least played faction, at least in my experience. I don't see a lot of people who play Bretonnia. You know, I think people just inherently maybe think they're bad because they don't have a lot of choices with their units. I mean, look, they really don't. But here's the deal. All of their units are at a phenomenal rate. Like, you get such a good bargain for them. Like, these spearmen are almost the same thing as the Empire spearmen with shields, but they cost 100 less gold. So you save 25% gold on them. These archers, very, very similar to the crossbowmen that the Empire have, but they're much, much cheaper. They're 125 gold cheaper. What that means is you can afford to finance these lords that fly, that are also very strong. Like, they have a lot of armor. The flying is not that expensive. It's okay. You know, double pot. And the thing is, they can back it up. Like, also this lord gets 12% damage reduction. That's physical and magical damage reduction. And he can have pots too. So I think, you know, there aren't a lot of factions that can hang with the Air Force that Bretonnia can put out. The only one I can think of is probably Empire might be able to hang. But the thing is, all they can get are flying lords, right? So they can't get Pegasus Knights like I can. Now they can get handgunners, which are really awesome at killing flying lords. So I don't recommend running Bretonnia into Empire, because they can use Net of Amantok and just gun you down with either handgunners or a Luminarch. That new Luminarch is insane. It can one-shot a lot of things, so very, very strong. But it is good for factions that don't have a good Air Force or good missile units, and that is Vampire Counts. Vampire Counts can field a decent Air Force if they want to, but it would just be so hard to take on Pegasus Knights, all of these Paladins who all have potions, and these Peasant Bowmen that have just like massive range now. They just got buffed this last patch. They have 160 range. They can just like shoot it out of the park. I don't even know how you beat this matchup as Empire Counts. I think I may have done it once or twice before, but it's very, very challenging. For the reasons I described, I'm going to have air superiority most likely. If they have anything that flies, it's going to die. So, you know, if this guy wants to run a Flying Lord, it's going to die. Most likely. And all my units just have spears, so it's very good against, you know, Crypt Horrors, Blood Knights, lots of things that vampires like to run. Now, Cairn Wraiths and Graveguard are very good. They're very good into Bretonnia, but hope he doesn't switch it on me. Okay, he switched. Okay, we're good. Oh, dang it. Start. Okay. So we'll see. I'm trying to think of how you would even beat this with... It's rough. I mean, it's like Greenskins on Dwarf rough. Like, Greenskins being the dominant force over Dwarves. That's who I pick in the Dwarves all the time. I don't know if I've lost to Greenskin. It's very, very rare for me to lose that matchup. I'm like well north of 90% with that matchup. Which I hate to say, I love the Dwarves, but it's brutal. I mean, I'm probably 90% versus Dwarves overall with any faction. Like, they're really cool. I like them. You know, I like the lore behind them. They're my very first campaign that I ran. They're the most successful campaign. Lots of people love watching them. And we're doing quite well in the campaign. As I've explained at length in the dwarf videos, and I do have 18 multiplayer dwarf videos, I believe, on the channel. It's 17 or 18. The problem is, in the campaign, they have the best tech tree and some of the best skills in the entire game, and that doesn't translate into multiplayer. So it's just hard. And it's just like the design of them is very challenging because they don't have cavalry, and they're very slow. They have heavy armor, but just factions that are highly mobile, you just really exploit them quite a lot. So yeah, I mean, I think a good place to start balancing the dwarves is just give slayers much higher armor piercing damage and lower them to like 800 cost, because they're so terrible against infantry to begin with. And the problem is, a lot of large units that are going to run into slayers are going to have a lot of armor, such as, you know, any kind of cavalry is probably going to have a lot of armor, or at least some of the big ones are. Like Knights of the Realm, Empire Knights, those new Knights of the Shining Sun or whatever. So yeah, you get a bonus versus large, but you just don't kill large things fast enough, and it doesn't stop them from charge cycling you. Or they can charge, do the impact damage, run away, because you have no way to hold them still. We'll just hold these in the back. We just want to keep those away from Blood Knights. Line these up front. He's going. Now, if he has the huge regeneration squad, it might be challenging. But I think just cycling charges on him is going to be too much to handle after a while. I mean, I kind of want to run a second spell just so I can use more of her magic. But the rest of the magic within this tree is just really not that good, I don't think. I mean, Comet of Cassandora, maybe, if you overcasted it. But this is really good. I mean, it's nice. It's 26 seconds, and 34 melee attack, minus 15 armor. Now, be very careful overcasting in this patch, because I've seen overcast do over 50% health damage, so it can deal, like, you know, 1,500 damage to you if you miscast on an overcast, so... I'm really wary to even overcast with most spells anymore, with the exception of Vampire Counts, that Invocation of Nehek, because that kind of heals you back a little bit if you take damage. I'm not going to rush him, I'll let him take his time. Fine. Set it up however he wants. Because once you own the skies, it's just really hard because you can just jump in and out of fights anytime you want, just about. Just fly in, flank, cycle charges, and there's just not a lot they can do about it. It's rough. It's a rough matchup. I think Bretonnia, because of that, I mean, they're not great against Empire, but every other major faction, I think they're pretty good against. So they might be the best faction in this patch. The more I play them, the more I just kind of realize, like, my god, I'm completely dominating this fight. At least the last few times. I might get knocked down a peg here eventually, but... The dwarves might actually be pretty good against him. I'm not sure. Like, dwarves with good micro, if they have a lot of thunders, could potentially be really good against him. I don't know. I wouldn't play that matchup. I would just play greenskins into dwarves. Because I know that matchup's good. What is this? Bats? Oh, bats. Way back there. Okay. Let's go knock out these bats. If he'll fight me. If he runs, that's fine. Bats over here. What else do we have? Zombies. Spearmen. Alright, let's go ahead and walk up here, actually, so we get some good shots in. While he's, like, his zombies and everything are trying to get into position, let's just see if we can get some good shots into their spears. But he's not going to let me, get good shots on him. Are these Blood Knights? Yeah. Okay, so pretty good lineup here. I mean, if he throws these things out too much, I might just pick them off. Okay, so I want to keep the Blood Knights away. Sure, we can fire into those. Graveguard with great weapons are also a pretty good move. Lagging a little bit here. Right, let me just fly around behind him just to kind of freak him out a little bit. It's not going to do a ton of damage to those.
We fight for Bretonnia! Bretonians! We are back! 'Tis done! Yes! On our way! We serve! At once! As you say!
I'll wait on that for a second.
Spearmen at arms! Doing our duty! Yes, my lord! Yes! As you say!
Dang, this lag though. Alright, let's go ahead and get this going like right here. Seems pretty good. And got some slow-mo going on here. Alright, let's pick out this Graveguard. Pop that. Alright, let's back up out of this. Alright, get her out of there. And I should have just crushed those things, I think. Go ahead and get out of this. Oh, get out of there, get out of there. Okay. Let's go ahead and charge over here, charge into those. Whoa, what? They just like massacred my I'm trying to get out of this. Jeez. Oh, it's terror. I was like, they didn't kill all those, did they? No, they didn't. It's just terror. So I should come back here in a second. Alright, so let's get down here. Let's get over here. God, that terror is just brutal. What is still stuck in here? Guys, get out of this. My God. God, this lag is like really starting to become a thing. I don't know why all of these units, like, they better rally back. I mean, they have like full health, just about. What is going on over here? Okay, well, I guess we can't run. We might be able to run someday, we'll see. Okay, so we decided to stick around. That's good, because we have full health.
Yes! Run, men! Kill 'em all! Bretonnia, yes! Destiny! Glory! Very well! At me! Doing your bidding? For the Grail! Is yours! Honor, duty! Ready! For the King! Knights of the Realm! We serve! Ready! Doing our duty!
Alright, just fire right into those. There we go. Get back in here, lads.
Marching! Hold out! It shall be done! Run, Bretonnia! My soul is aflame!
Alright, I managed to get out. That's good. We do actually have some kind of control left. I need to get these Karen Wraiths out of there.
Setting forth! Withdraw! Victory
Get back in there. Go ahead and charge these things to the back. Let's see if we can get back some more units over here. Get out of there, get out of there, fight these things. Alright, let's get down here. Charge these things. Okay, get back in, get over here. Go fight, charge into those things. Need to get in there and recharge or recycle over here. Try to get around behind these things. I'm not really sure what's left. Just get back in here. Alright. Charge him. Where's this guy? Okay, he doesn't have a lot left. He's got a little bit left. Guys, get back. Get in here, guys. Get in there. Attack. Kill these blood knights. Kill the blood knights. Kill the blood knights. Alright, get back in there. Well, I mean, what is left over there? Just like Graveguard and zombies? Kill this guy. I could kill these stupid blood knights. These things are so brutal. It's that terror, like, is just, like, it's a terror. Also, alright guys, get back in here. Come on. Guys, go, get in here. We'll kill these things. God, these blood knights are just, like, obliterating me. Hey, like, run. Okay, are we flying yet? Good. We get these stupid blood knights, like, off the field, please. If I can get these blood knights, I think we can maybe pull this out. Now, he seems to have forgotten about some of these things. What else is left that I haven't brought back yet? These are kind of rallying back. Holy cow, can anyone kill the Blood Knights? Alright, let's cycle back out. Get back over here, see if we can just shoot at these things. Like, these freaking Blood Knights are so strong. Get in there. Let's get the Air Force over here. Get over here. Is the other guy just not gonna fly? Is that what the deal is? Okay. Well, he did beat me. How did I lose that? That matchup's so hard. How did I lose that? Well, he had a lot of skeleton spearmen, so that's one thing. He only had one Cairn Wraith. These things were just like impossible to kill. I don't know what the deal was. I've never had such a hard time killing Blood Knights when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spears. Never had that problem. But yeah, they're basically impossible to deal with. I mean, I guess it's possible that I should run like less spears and just a couple of halberds, but they'll just avoid the halberds. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I think I just misplayed something in there. I could have cycled the Knights of the Realm better. And I just need to really prioritize killing these Blood Knights. Like, I need to charge them in the back. Like, the thing is, they deal extra damage against my Paladins, but if I can just charge these Blood Knights in the back, then I should be able to take them out. I mean, these Graveguard also did really well. I mean, these are all the things that I was saying were good against Bretonnia. Spearmen, Graveguard, Cairn Wraiths. I mean, these Cairn Wraiths were the only thing that had that caused horror, and it caused like half of my units or more to run away. You know, with almost full health, and that's really what won the battle. Because when those units run away, not only are they not doing damage, but now those units that were hitting them either get free hits on them to kill them, or they get to transition over and hurt other units. So the terror mechanic is just really brutal for Bretonnia, because we don't have psychology immune units. So there were definitely some places where I could have optimized, you know, what I was doing a little bit better. I should have probably, I mean, I could have potentially face tanked with a couple of these guys up front and just not use their flying as much. Just face tank with them, and then you know, devote more of these spearmen off the line to come back and deal with the Blood Knights. That's really what won the match. It was just impossible to kill these things, and they just kept running around killing everything. Like, it was brutal. So, good setup by him. I mean, this works. I still wouldn't want to run this into Bretonnia a lot. I feel like if we played this, you know, 10 times, I'd probably win at least 7 of them. But it definitely worked out for him. So, I'll go ahead and post it up. Thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to check out the rest of the content on this channel. We have lots of good videos for every faction. So lots of Bretonnia, lots of greenskins, lots of Empire, just lots of good content for multiplayer. We also have legendary campaigns going for every single faction except for Chaos. We will do Chaos eventually. Just too hard to manage 5 campaigns plus multiplayer plus League of Legends and everything else that I do. So do check those out. They're a lot of fun. We don't abuse the auto-resolve system. We don't assassinate words on the campaign map. We don't do anything else that gives us an unfair advantage over the AI. So it makes for a pretty unique and interesting campaign, I think, compared to a lot of other campaigns that are on YouTube. So thank you very much. I don't always post losses, but I do like to post them sometimes just so that to keep people guessing when they're watching, just so they don't automatically know that I'm going to win, especially losses that are close or things that we can learn from. So this was close, and I mean, this is just a good match. I mean, he chose his units well. I think I just, you know, could have microed mine a little bit better. I think it was really smart that he had all the spearmen. I think this really was the turning point, because it made it really difficult to choose a place to attack. But I would probably run the same army, and I think it would still, if I just played it a little bit better, I think I could have won. Just sent like 2 dedicated spears to just go deal with those Blood Knights, then flank around and get better hits with my Knights of the Realm. I did get some decent hits. Obviously, they got a lot of kills, but I think I could have done better, and I need the priority units to kill are the Cairn Wraith and the Blood Knights. That's really what I should have focused up. I think I focused on killing some of the Graveguard, attacking them in the back. At least I think they're a Graveguard. Maybe they were just Spearmen on the left side near the beginning. But you really have to focus out and flank and kill these Wraiths because they're so hard to kill if you don't get behind them. But they have really poor morale, so they shatter very easily and start crumbling if you do attack them from behind. So thank you very much. That's going to be it. It's always a pleasure broadcasting for you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a wonderful evening.